Welcome to the beautiful coastline of Albania, a place I honestly could not believe looks like this. My first question was, why has it taken me this long to come here? The landscapes, the palm trees, the beaches, it's all so much more stunning than I ever expected. Today we drove all the way from Tirana, the capital of Albania, down to Vlora, the country's third largest city, where the Adriatic and Ionian seas meet. On the way we come across a gorgeous resort that caught our eye, so we decided to make our first stop. From there we're diving into everything this incredible town has to offer, from beaches, local food to hidden gems we didn't know existed. And trust me, you're going to want to stick around to the end so you don't miss any part of this beautiful coastal town of Vlora. This is Vlora, Albania. And with that, we hit the road, leaving Tirana behind and making our way towards the Albanian coast. Our first stop on this road trip, a hotel we spotted on the drive as we arrived in Vlora. It's called Duke's. From the road we could see this incredible pool and the beach that looked way too tempting to pass by, so of course we had to pull over and check it out. So we just took a little drive up the coast here and we came across this hotel called Hotel Duke's, and they got this really nice pool area that we can swim in, and they've got their own private beach, and it's 15 euros for the bed. It's going to be really worth it because I just had a quick look to check it out, and you're going to find out why. So for 15 euros you get 2 beds like this, and you get all this swimming pool area for yourself to access, and down here you also have your own beach, which is so nice. I mean, the view that you've also got in this area of the mountains is incredible. Look at that. So you have all this beachside down there, but it looks like a stony beach, but honestly it's so beautiful it doesn't really matter, because you can also sit on the beds at the bottom and enjoy that incredible view. And even though, as I was saying, that it's quite rocky, they do have these little areas where you have this patch of sand where you can just enjoy and relax. Honestly, I never knew Albania was this beautiful. This is just absolutely stunning. After enjoying some time by the beach and soaking in the views, we decided to grab a bite at the hotel's restaurant. You're looking at, for each dish here was roughly around 11 euros each. This seafood risotto with pumpkin is about 11 euros. And this chicken dish, which is very small actually, chicken dish if I have to say, with potatoes and mushrooms, are almost 11 euros as well. A lot of the other dishes that they had was roughly around 17 to 20 plus euros. So I guess you're paying for the location and the experience, because you get to have this incredible view in front of you. After finishing up, we left Duke's and made our way to our Airbnb apartment to settle in. But honestly, if you're coming here just to chill with some drinks and enjoy the pool and beds and the beach, it's definitely worth the 15 euros for what you get. So now we've just made it to our apartment here in Vlora, and honestly we are very pleasantly surprised. It's a really big space. I'll just give you guys a quick tour of the beachside apartment. We have this really nice big kitchen here with the spotlights, and a huge area here with like a dinner table, 2 big nice white sofas, nice TV as well in the evenings just to relax, watch some movies. And one of my favorite parts has to be this balcony. If I can get it open, here it is. Wow, look at the view, everyone. We have like a little beach down there, but there's some restaurants just over there, it looks like, and we've got that gorgeous mountain landscape in the background of the sea. This really nice big balcony, and we're able to park our car just down there, which is really good. And I'll show you just a little bit around the other places in the room. This one is the spare bedroom, it looks like. We've got 2 beds here, and they've got like an extra bed there, and a lot of cupboard space, which is quite nice. And this place here is the master bedroom. We've got a big bed just here, and a workstation looks like, and more cupboard space. What should we pay for this a night?
About £40 a night all in with fees and cleaning.
40 British pounds a night. I mean, that's not bad considering the location. So we're just gonna have some rest now and head downstairs and show you the surrounding areas of our beach area. And just before we head to the next part of this video, guys, you're probably wondering how we've done this road trip from Tirana all the way to the beach side of Albania. And we actually rented this incredible car here, which was from a company called Discover Cars, which are also the sponsor of today's video. I've used them previously when I was in Tunisia, and it's a great online car comparison website that allows you to find the best possible deal. And honestly, it's made the trip so good because we managed to get basically like a top of the range Ford Kuga, and it's basically brand new. I was the first person to drive it. If you haven't driven in Europe before, it's a really drivable continent. So whether you're driving around from the center to the beaches, it's super easy and it's super comfortable. It's much easier than trying to get public transport, and you can easily get a really good deal from Discover Cars website. So if you want to go check them out for yourself, I'll leave all the details in the description box on how you can book your car and pick it up from the airport. So I picked up this car from the airport, and it was literally only about an 8-minute walk from the airport terminal as soon as you come out, and you can literally just go and pick up the car, or if you want, they can even come and get you. Just depends on whichever company you find on there. And you also get their WhatsApp number and all the details so that you can easily get in contact with them as soon as you book it. So to get your unique deal with my discount, guys, you can go into the description box, also to the pinned comment. So everyone, after some rest, we have now came outside our promenade area, which is literally right opposite this beach here. But just to give you guys some information about the city that we're in, this is actually the third largest city in the whole of Albania, and it's called Vlora.
This is the Vlora Strip, one of the liveliest parts of the city. With the modern apartments, palm trees and that sea breeze, it really gives off a bit of a Miami vibe. Vlora sits right where the Adriatic and Ionian seas meet.
And honestly, this area is so beautiful. You've got all these really big palm trees and all the apartments and cafeterias just downstairs. It's literally, like Dace was saying, the Miami of Europe. You've got all these gorgeous apartments just overlooking the sea, which is this side. Now we're just going to come down to this area here. Across this beach there are loads of different restaurants and bars, and I think beach clubs that we're going to have a little walk around to see what it's like.
One thing you'll notice here is that there are quite a few people walking around trying to sell you things. It's pretty common by the coast, but we ended up coming across a kind young man who was selling fresh strawberries, and we were more than happy to grab some from him.
Well, we've got young guys like this selling some fresh strawberries here on the beach. What's your name?
John. You have €3?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll take it.
So you have all these kind of like beach setups here all across the coast, and it really is stunning. And today's quite a windy day, and I believe usually you can go down here and probably relax on this side, but it looks like we've got a bit of a high tide today. But it's very, very beautiful with the backdrop of the mountain. It's just such a stunning place.
After enjoying the beach for a bit, we decided to stop off for coffee and see what the prices were like, and honestly we were genuinely surprised.
We've just sat down at this really, really nice cafe on the side of the street, and for 2 cappuccinos it comes to 340 lek, which is literally around exactly €3.40. And honestly, the coffee culture here in Albania is just really, really good. Most places that you go, you'll get a decent coffee. And in total honesty, I forgot to film the coffee itself. It was very, very creamy and really nice. Got the backdrop of the sea and that gorgeous mountain view in the back. It honestly just is so, so picturesque. What I love about most of these restaurants like this one here, they lead onto the beach, which you can literally just walk down straight after having your coffee and enjoying such a gorgeous backdrop. And you've got all these sunbeds. I'm not sure if you actually have to pay for these, but nobody is currently here asking for money for them. There's nobody kind of approaching us to say you have to pay for them. I'm guessing though, when it's summertime, when it gets really busy, I'm going to assume that there'll be people here probably charging to use the beds.
One thing you shouldn't miss on the Vlora Strip is the bakeries. We stopped off at one and grabbed a fresh warm cheese borak. It was so good. And if you've got a sweet tooth, we also came across a dessert spot called Big Scoop. It seemed to be one of the most popular places on the strip, and they serve up some of the most delicious ice cream and treats we've had so far.
When you're on the beach side here in this area, Vlora, you can come to this really great ice cream place called Big Scoop, and you can literally get these big scoops of ice cream. And it's such a nice place.
Is it yummy, sweetie?
After enjoying the ice cream, we decided to take it easy for the rest of the day, get some rest and get ready to explore more of the area the next day. And if you're still watching up until this point, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. It honestly helps so much and it means a lot. The first thing we did the next morning was rent one of these electric scooters we'd spotted on the strip earlier. We hired it for an hour and rode up along the strip and stopped off for a coffee.
But this is ideal just for like short distances. You can't really go too far with them because you can't go on the main road with these bikes. It's just for like these open spaces and also for the bike lanes, just to get you to like the shop or just like have a nice little experience around town. And honestly, it's a nice way to get about, something different.
After the coffee stop and the fun ride along the strip, we decided it was time to explore a different side of Vlora, the old town. This part of the city has roots going back to the Ottoman era, and as you wander through narrow cobbled streets, you'll spot traditional houses, small local shops and architecture that gives you a real glimpse into Vlora's history.
So far, our first impression, I mean, it's midday on a Monday afternoon and it seems very quiet, but I'm sure when the season starts, this is going to be very, very busy. But you got first impression of the place. It's really nice and cool. Got a lot of cafeterias, a lot of restaurants here. They've got all these really little nice cafes here, guys, and they've got this gorgeous design here up here on the roof with all these purple flowers, and it really does give you that Mediterranean feel as you're walking around this place. Have like this is supposed to be like a tattoo parlor, but it looks like a really beautiful house at the same time. Such a cool design. Some of the buildings just look really, really new, because usually with the old towns they look a little bit worn down, but some of these buildings look like they've been literally freshly coated over. And again, it's very quiet currently. Got a place here selling some goods. Oh, this cafe looks nice.
As I wandered through the old town, I came across a place called Paolo Cafe. From the outside, it already looked inviting, but once we went inside, I was really impressed. The design was beautiful, it was super unique, with a mix of modern touches and traditional details.
Got like all different restaurants plotted around the old town. Nearly every single building you see is a different restaurant, so the selection you have here for food is going to be vast. We're just walking through this really nice square now that has all these nice tables and chairs.
After spending some time exploring the old town and soaking up the atmosphere, we made our way back towards the beach area. As we got closer, we spotted people paragliding with the beautiful backdrop of the Albanian landscapes behind them. Definitely something to try out if you're looking for a bit of an adventure whilst you're in town.
There are places here along the beach where you can actually pay to get a bed, and this one was €10 for 2 beds. And to be honest, usually you wouldn't want to pay for a bed because a lot of this strip you can get just like a place on the sand for free, but to be honest, it's actually really nice because you've got these cushioned beds, which are just like really, really comfortable. So we don't mind paying for it. We're now taking a walk over to a promenade here in this area, and where we currently are from our Airbnb, you can literally walk all the way to there, and it takes roughly about 20 minutes or so, and you can take a nice ride up here, but we've chosen to take a walk. So as you walk along this strip, there's just so many different restaurants. So what I would recommend when you come to these restaurants, if it looks nice on the outside, have a look at the menu and do a little search on Google with the name, and make sure you read the reviews first, because we ended up going to this Albanian restaurant and it looks really nice on the outside, and we thought there's no way the food ain't gonna match the the decor and stuff. However, when we ordered the food, first and foremost, they actually tried to overcharge us, so that's something you have to also be careful of here. We've heard that a few horror stories of some restaurants doing that, so always double check or triple check your bill and add up everything that that you choose before, so you know exactly how much you should be paying. So to give you guys a bit of a backstory, so we went to this restaurant, we wanted to get a takeaway from there, and then it would say a certain price on the menu, and then when he put it into the machine, it was like triple the price. So I asked him, why is it so much, why is it so high? And he basically said, oh, they're doing it by kg, so they are charging me for half a kg of the fish, which would just sound really scammy type of thing. So just be very, very careful. And then furthermore, when we actually got our food in the end, it went from €65, which it shouldn't have been, down to €25 after I did the calculations. Anyway, when I got the food, we brought it back to the house, and honestly, it was really, really bad. Like, it was not even edible, you know. They also served pork as in the meat without even saying what meat it was. It was basically supposed to be a chicken dish, but it was pork. And then when I returned it to them, he wasn't even willing to give the money back for it or change that specific dish. So yeah, just be very careful, guys. And then when I checked the reviews online, everyone was like three-star restaurant, and the reviews basically said exactly what I'm saying. So just be very careful when you are in these touristy areas, guys. There's a lot of restaurants that are a little bit of a tourist trap. So do your research on Google. If it's got good reviews, then I think you should be okay. We've just made it to the promenade here, and honestly the first thing that we saw is this absolutely stunning view in front of us. I mean, it's literally like a postcard in real life. You have the gorgeous mountains in the backdrop. You've got a few boats out today. When we first arrived, there wasn't any boats, but it seems like as the weather's starting to get more warm now, it's about 24, 26, there are more people starting to arrive to enjoy this incredible sight.
Standing on the promenade, looking out at the view, I have to say the backdrop of Vlora honestly took my breath away. Honestly, something out of a movie.
So we're just walking towards the promenade now, and for some reason, there's Brazilian flags all on these posts. I'm not sure why that is. Maybe if you guys are from Albania, you can maybe let me know why they've got Brazilian flags posted up all across this area. So the name of this promenade is actually called the Longomore, and it's only a 20-minute walk, and it's definitely worth doing it. So one thing I have to say, what I love about Albania, because we're traveling with our little one, there's a lot of places and a lot of the cafeterias that have these little parks next to them. So if you're traveling to Albania with children, it's definitely, I would say, child friendly, because a lot of the restaurants cater to kids as well. They've got some baby chairs, and just having these little parks and things around are really nice.
We even have a playground on our beach. You know, on the actual beach. It's adjacent to the cafe, so you parents can have cafe, kids can be on the playground, but you can oversee, and to the right is the beach. It's like the perfect setup for a family, like a dream.
And these coffees that you get here, guys, are honestly very tasty. This is quite delicious. It's creamy, nice. And with the Italian culture here, they definitely know how to make their coffees. One thing you'll find yourself doing quite a lot here in Albania is having a coffee and a pistachio croissant. I think we've had about like 5 or 6 already, right?
Not that many, no.
I think I've had about that.
I've had like 2. Don't know where you've been eating without us.
I mean in total. And now we've just jumped onto this merry-go-round, guys, where we are literally just spinning around. And actually this area was closed, but the guy is so kind, because I think he just works here and he's opening it later, but he still opened it up for us, which is really nice. And our daughter's enjoying it a lot. You doing it, sweetie? It's nice? Yes?
Thank you so much for watching today's video, everyone. If you enjoyed it, as always, don't forget to give the video a like and comment your thoughts on what you think of the beautiful Vlora. And if you're new here and you haven't already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next one.